Hello and welcome on this new deeper analysis video on the gold from Xtreme Trader. This is Salah speaking. So before we start, please don't forget guys to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, and please leave a comment if you wish to. So the gold actually has pissed me off last week. I have originally analyzed that the gold will continue surely the fall. Of course, it has screwed me over on Thursday with that stupid candle, which actually has ruined my analysis, because I have always thought that the gold will actually be running in a consolidation mode before the non-farm payroll and the unemployment rate hit the market, and eventually the gold resumed the fall. As we can see right here, it has dropped for over 1,000 pips on Friday. So again, the gold has confirmed to continue moving in our prediction, but of course the problem was the entry. The entry really was not that good, but however the direction is good. Now from the first side, of course, by looking at the daily chart, now you might tell me that we have right here a double top pattern and a resistance, but in my opinion what we have right here is a clearly head and shoulders pattern, and please allow me to prove it. So right here, of course, as we can see, my friends, I would like to focus on this level of a resistance. So now, what is the right way to draw our resistance line on this level of a pattern as a resistance? Is it this way? So is this the right way to draw the resistance at the peak of the wicks right here? The answer is no. So maybe it's like that to draw. This is the right way to draw the resistance, but we can see that the candle did not reach this level of a resistance. So meaning that is actually a wrong way also to draw the resistance. Let me show you the right way. So let me just now zoom in to show it to you. So let's look at the candles. So right here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 candles. The right way to draw your resistance line in a way that each candle is gonna be touched with the horizontal line, which means you have to look at the smallest wick right here and make sure to draw the line exactly on it. I will do that. Look at that. Exactly like this. So now, out of these 7 candles, all of them touching the horizontal line. So we have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Every single candle is actually crossing over the horizontal line. Let me show you the result, what happened later. Look at the right. Check this out. A very accurate and exact reversal happened exactly on the same level of a resistance, which means this is indeed the right way to do the resistance line. And that confirms also that indeed we have right here a clear head and shoulders pattern has been completed, which confirms that the gold is indeed going to continue the fall. So therefore, we will look to short the gold for the upcoming week. Next, moving now to the 4-hour time frame. So right here, as we can see here, my friends, I need actually to use the resistance or actually the magic of trend lines to find our entry, where exactly we can continue or actually start selling the pair. You know something? I would like to move back to the daily chart. Let's make it easier for us like that. So now what I will do right here is simply draw a resistance trend line from this resistance trend line right here all the way to that level of a resistance trend line. So again, the right way to draw the resistance line, as I told you earlier, is to make sure that it touch this level of a resistance trend line, touching this line and this line as well. And right here we had the bullish breakout candle, which means the gold will continue the fall surely till it reach the same level of a resistance trend line to retest that level to create, of course, a new support trend line. Meaning, we don't care what will gonna happen then. Maybe the gold will continue the fall, or maybe it will reverse. We don't care, because we will actually be trading the continuation of the fall. That is gonna be our trade. So therefore, our take profit level can be placed somehow right here. Let me just now move to the 4-hour time frame to see it exactly right there. Let me just be sure it's exactly right like this. Yes, or we can even make it lower. We can even make it like that right here. So by looking at the left side, we can see clearly that we had here also a support at 2,238. That will be our take profit level, which means the gold will continue the fall to another 500 pips. Of course, that's not going to be our take profit level. We will change it later. Now for the entry. Where exactly is the best entry possible to trade the gold? Of course, my analysis for the last weeks was actually very accurate with the gold, but we had a problem with the entry. So therefore, I would like actually this week to give you the most accurate entry possible. So look at that right here exactly. We have a broken level of a support trend line, as we can see. Right there, we have a support trend line number 1, number 2, 3, and 4. And right here, we have the bearish breakout from that level. Now, you might tell me that we want to trade the market exactly when it retests that level. But let me just tell you something. The good news is that has already happened. This wick right here represents a resistance trend line number 1, which means the market has already been retesting that level, and it has already been retested and already created a new level of resistance trend line. Let me now move to the 1 hour time frame. Exactly right there. So that means that the market right now, since it's actually on a support level right here, it actually might make a pullback. And if that happens, then most likely we can short the gold at a sooner point than that. So therefore, if we look carefully right here, we can see clearly that we had right here, of course, a broken level of a support, exactly right here, and which was also a resistance in the past, and a support as well. Now, let me just tell you exactly where we can actually find the next entry. We will actually use now the magic of trend lines to find the entry. So what I will do right now is simply draw here a resistance trend line from this higher high or all the way right here to that level of a resistance trend line. Wait guys, it's getting better. So a resistance trend line became a support trend line, and then resistance trend line number 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a fake breakout. Now what I will do next is simply drag the very same line that I have drawn here and just simply place it at the next level of a resistance trend line that I have in this pattern. The answer lies exactly right there. So right here you can see clearly that we had a support trend line also, support trend line, support trend line, support trend line, and then it became here a resistance trend line. It was also right here a resistance trend line as well. So meaning that level of a resistance trend line most likely is going to be respected again. Now that tells us that the gold most likely is going to start the fall exactly right here at this level of a resistance. I'm looking right here at this level of a resistance right here, which was also in the past a support. So meaning that will be actually our entry, which means we have to wait for the gold to rise to another 168 pips before it's going to start the reversal. A safe zone can actually be determined to be right here exactly little bit above that level of a key resistance, because there is always a possibility that the gold might actually continue to rise and respect again the same level of a support trend line and might actually reverse on that level of a resistance. I actually wanted to give you an entry right here to be on that level of a resistance, but it's gonna take a while. It's gonna be about 263 pips. You know what? I actually might change my mind and just give it to you right there. Okay. After a second thinking, after a second thought, I believe that is going to be actually a better entry. Despite this level of a resistance trend line, I would like to give you guys another entry to be exactly at the same level of that resistance. So, sorry for wasting the last 3 minutes of your time. That's gonna actually be a better entry. I am just trying to give you the most accurate entry possible, because I really doubt if the gold will continue to rise to reach that level of a resistance again, because we have here a very strong bearish movement and the gold has already retested that level. So I have a doubt if the gold will continue to rise to reach that level. So maybe the setup is gonna be wasted, but we should have actually a safe entry, and I decided that yes, we will actually choose this to be our entry, and our safe zone shouldn't actually be ranging higher than the previous level of a key resistance right here, which was also a broken level of a support. So therefore, let me just tell you something. We'll actually move the same trend line to place it right there exactly, and right here we can see the resistance trend line again. A resistance trend line became a support trend line, and then again a support trend line. So therefore that level of a resistance trend line most likely is going to be also respected. Yes, the analysis is changed just to find the decent entry, guys. I'm sorry about that. I know it sucks, but it is what it is. Therefore our safe zone will be ranging for around 250 pips against 530 pips of profit. Let me now please write the signal for you. And there goes your signal, my friends, for the gold. And again, my friends, don't forget to join our free group of Telegram to trade this signal with the Xtreme Trader team. Here's an example when I actually have sent this update about the gold, telling everybody to close it right now in a small 20 pips of loss. Those who have followed my advice managed, of course, to close it in 20 pips of loss, but unfortunately those who did not decide to join the free group of Telegram, they actually had to trade it by themselves, and of course they had to face a big loss happened on the gold because they refused to join the free group and to join us and trade with the Xtreme Trader team to receive these updates from me. So again, sending these updates on YouTube is impossible. Make sure to join our free group of Telegram. You can find the link in the description below of this video, or you can just simply look it up here, Xtreme Trader Signals, and avoid the scammers who pretending to be us using our name and logo. Make sure that this is the name of Xtreme Trader channel that you will find on Telegram, or you can just simply check the description to find the link to join instantly. So I wish everybody a safe trade, and until then, I hope that was informative to you, and I would like to thank you for watching.